Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. Today's video is going to be the 9th part of my Blu-ray collection for 2022. So let's get straight into it. So first up we have State of Play, which is a film starring Russell Crowe, Ben Affleck, Helen Mirren, Rachel McAdams. Remember it being a really good film, directed by Kevin MacDonald, who recently did The Mauritanian. And I remember just really liking it, thinking Russell Crowe was fantastic, as was Helen Mirren. All the cast involved was really great, and I remember it being a really good thriller. Next up we have Step Brothers, one of my favourite Will Ferrell comedies, generally one of my favourite comedies. Just really good, cracks me up every time, very funny, some of it is silly, but it is a very funny film. Then we have Stepmom, one of my favourite Julia Roberts films, just really good, funny, sad, heartwarming, just a really good film. Then we have Steve Jobs, really interesting film. I'm not a fan of Apple, but his story was very interesting and written by Aaron Sorkin, directed by Danny Boyle, so I knew I was going to enjoy it on some level. Then we have Stillwater, starring Matt Damon, from last year. I know a lot of people just thought it was okay, but I actually really enjoyed this, thought it was a really good film. I really like Matt Damon anyway, so it's one that I will watch again. Then we have Straight Outta Compton, the story of NWA, obviously with O'Shea Jackson Jr., Ice Cube's son, playing him. One of, if not my favourite music biopics. Absolutely love this. Just a fantastic, very powerful film, and one that I definitely need to watch again soon. Then we have A Street Cat Named Bob. I've not seen the sequel purely because it's only on DVD, and I'm not really a fan of getting those sorts of films on DVD. But this was a fun film, good British film, based on a true story again. Yeah, just really enjoyed that one. Then we have Stronger, another fantastic performance from Jake Gyllenhaal about one of the Boston Marathon bombing survivors who was basically an amputee, and basically how he walks again and builds himself up again after the bombing. Then we have Suburbicon, one that I wasn't very big on when I went to the cinema, directed by George Clooney, but I thought I'd give it another chance because of the talent involved. You've got Matt Damon, Julianne Moore, Oscar Isaac, as I say, directed by George Clooney, and it feels like it will be my sort of film, and I don't know whether it was the day I watched it I didn't like it or not, but it is one that I want to give another chance. Then we have Superbad, another fantastic comedy, one of my favourite comedies again. Comedies of this era, like 2007, 8, 9, they seem to be hitting it out of the park. You had 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up, this, Step Brothers, just loads, Pineapple Express. Yeah, just really good film this is, Talladega Nights. But yeah, another great comedy. Then we have Supernova, one of the most underrated films of last year, starring Colin Firth and Stanley Tucci, giving two of their best performances in a very moving story. Highly recommend to watch this if you haven't already. Then we have Taken, one of my favourite Liam Neeson action films. He's really good in this, and it's a really good thriller, where he first started doing these sorts of action thrillers. And then you have Taken 2, definitely not as good as the first one. Still there is some level of entertainment, but is a bit of a letdown after the first one being very good. Next up we have Taken Lives, which is a thriller starring Angelina Jolie and Ethan Hawke. I watched this last year on Netflix and thought it was a really good, clever thriller from early noughties. Really like Angelina Jolie, and just thought that it was an entertaining film, so definitely will be watching that one again. Then we have Taxi Driver, one of Martin Scorsese's first films, really good, one of Robert De Niro's first films as well. Obviously This and Mean Streets is what defined him as a great actor. And then obviously Godfather Part 2, which I've still not seen. But yeah, really good, obviously featuring a very early performance by Jodie Foster. Definitely recommend that one. Then we have Ted. It's one of those throwaway comedies, it's fun, but nothing more really. Then we have Tequila Sunrise, starring Mel Gibson, Michelle Pfeiffer and Kurt Russell. This was quite good thriller from the late 80s, about a private detective, I think, maybe. No, it's about a cop, and like a drug dealer trying to get clean, basically, and they both fall for the same woman. I remember liking it quite a bit. Then we have There's Something About Mary, a classic film starring Cameron Diaz, Matt Dillon, and Ben Stiller. Just really classic. One of Ben Stiller's best. Really like that film. Then we have This Is 40, really good Judd Apatow film, which I hear they are developing a sequel, This Is 50, which I will look forward to because I did like this one. So yeah. Then we have This Is Where I Leave You, directed by Sean Levy, and it's got fantastic cast. You've got Jason Bateman, Tina Fey, Adam Driver, Rose Byrne, Corey Stoll, Catherine Hahn, Connie Britton, Timothy Olyphant, Dax Shepard, and Jane Fonda. Just a really good dysfunctional family drama. Really like that one. Then we have Those Who Wish Me Dead, another Angelina Jolie film from last year. This was the first film I went to see at the cinema when it opened again, I think first or second. And I really liked it. Thought it was a really good thriller, directed by Taylor Sheridan, who's done some fantastic films like Wind River. He's behind Yellowstone. He wrote Sicario and Hello High Water. Some great films there. Then we have Three Kings, a David O. Russell film starring George Clooney, Mark Wahlberg, and Ice Cube, about three soldiers who are going to basically go and steal gold, I think. Yeah, stash of gold that was hidden by the Iraqi army. I remember really liking it, quite funny. Then we have Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, really underrated British thriller spy film. Fantastic cast and a fantastic film. Then we have Titanic, one of my favourite films of all time. Fantastic film, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet, directed and written by James Cameron. Yeah, one that I need to definitely watch again soon. Then we have The Time Traveller's Wife, starring Rachel McAdams and Eric Bana. Yeah, they're doing a new series of this for HBO, so that'll be on Sky Atlantic here in May. Look forward to that because I really like this film. I think it's a really good romantic drama. 3 left. This is a quick video. This one sped through them. Top Gun. I bought this last year at some point to watch, which I have seen now for the new one, which kept getting pushed and pushed and pushed. Yeah, really good Tom Cruise film from the 80s. Kind of cemented him as an A-lister. Then we have The Towering Inferno, a disaster film from the 70s. It's got a great cast. It's got Steve McQueen, Paul Newman, William Holden, Faye Dunaway. Who else is in this? There's loads in this. Fred Astaire, Susan Blakely, Richard Chamberlain, O.J. Simpson, Robert Vaughn, Robert Wagner. Just loads of a great cast, and it's a really great disaster film. Definitely recommend this one. And then we have Trainspotting, best Danny Boyle film, one of the best British films I think ever. Highly worth watching that one. That's it. Very quick one this video. I'm getting through them slowly but surely. Looking down, I think I'm going to try and push for the next video to be the last video of my main collection. It might be a bit more than usual, and then I'll just start going on and showing the ones that I haven't seen yet. But that is it. So remember, if you like the video, to give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded onto the channel. Don't forget to comment down below, have you seen any of these? Are there any of these that you're interested in? Let me know. I get back to anyone that takes the time to leave me a comment. And that is it. So until next time everyone, take care. Goodbye.